Hey guys, it's Eli coming at you with a review. This is gonna be like a non-scripted review, just so I wanna do like a little, um, I guess filler content, and I was gonna watch this anyway, but maybe people will watch it because Gokaiger, I don't know. I suck at getting people to watch my videos, well, our videos. But yeah, this is gonna be like a little non-scripted, non-nothing review of the Gokaiger 10 years later. Um, and it's fine. The movie's fine. If you just want to just get an answer, it's like just a kind of extended version of the show. Um, it's pretty much it's a movie featuring Gokaiger. Uh, it's okay. Um, you could kind of tell that maybe like this was done kind of on the budget at points. Um, though maybe because the actors and COVID was kind of rampant at the time, so kind of those two factors kind of like there's no mecha. There's like a new battleizer thing, whatever, super red or whatever the fuck. Um, there's all the there's like three new designs for enemies. Um, and uh, you could and like pretty much everyone else is a Sentai key, just a Ranger key, like from Bosco's like flute. Um, so at the gate, know this movie doesn't really have the highest production values in out of like you know for I mean there's like three villains. I don't know if I mentioned that, but there are three um villains. Um, we get three new monster designs, which is okay. Nothing really too impressive. Like one like full monster design and another like two like half monster designs, I guess, which is fine. I guess I'll go into the plot of the movie. Spoilers if I haven't said that, and I don't know. So the plot of the movie is it's been 5 years since the Gokaigers have been to Earth. Since Jew Oger, and it which I didn't watch fully, but I watched a little bit of the special, the crossover, the two-parter. Um, I mean, whatever. It's just a crossover of like the two Ranger tapes I don't really care about. Oh, I guess I should just go over my quick history with Gokaigers. I I I did not. I watched um Megaforce. Didn't watch Super Megaforce, and I did not see Gokaiger until very recently. Because sorry about that if that was a noise. I did not see Gokaiger until very recently. Because someone said, "Oh, you have to watch Shinkenger first," and blah blah blah. Spoilers. I don't know, and that turned out to be kind of bullshit. Um, yeah, I didn't really care for Shinkenger. Um, so I guess I was putting it aside. So I watched Gokaiger very recently, and then about tonight I decided to watch the 10-year movie. Because I heard it was good and I wanted to check it out. The 10 years later movie, and obviously it doesn't really elicit the same emotional responses as like someone who's like you know watched it like when it was first airing for me. But I thought it was an okay movie. Uh, I guess let's finally get to this plot. The plot evolves. The plot, yeah, it goes from blah and then you give it a moonstone, and then odd, and then it just adds an odd plot. But so it's been 5 years since we've seen the Gokaiger, since Yoger. We've uh, the world has gone to this like has done this like Sentai like betting game where like you pick like a hero, and like if they win you get money. Um, it's like a battle royale thing. Um, and they're using the Ranger keys to do them, and Bosco's horn, and they kind of modified it to where like it just kind of like shits out like warriors at random. And um, I guess I'm just gonna get all the plot twists out of the way. It's we're led to believe that like, oh, the Gokaiger split up. Oh, the everything's in shambles. Oh yeah, the galleon's destroyed. So the thing is like after the galleon got destroyed, presumably some point after um some point after uh Juoger, I keep forgetting the name of it. Uh yeah, it got destroyed. The twist is that like, oh, it's by these guys who are secretly secretly controlling the Earth. The, the like part of the government to like make Sentai like as like soldiers. Um, so they're collecting all the Ranger keys to like form like a intergalactic conquest thing, which I think is actually kind of a neat idea. Humanity for once, Sentai especially, the aliens and then conquests and whatever. It's kind of like the knee jerk thing for Sentai to do. I guess ever since Go Ranger, well, the Go Ranger retcon, I should say, because that wasn't really originally part of the idea, but then they decided to like, oh no, they're aliens now. The Black Cross Army is aliens. Um, Instead of just an organization that just wants to destroy the world just because. But yeah, that's been the go to, and it's like, oh, we want to be the guys who whatever who control the earth and who control the universe, and we'll use the Sentai Ranger keys to do it. And I think that's kind of cool, and that's like a neat way to like a neat cost saving measure. I also think it's probably was on the cheap end just because the same year, um, O's 10th year anniversary thing was slated, and they probably wanted to give money towards that. Also, Toei is also doing, Broly. Um, I mean, I don't think that's part of the same division, but they're doing not Broly, superheroes. Um, and that's going to be their big international moneymaker. Like that will do. So they're obviously like pushing money towards that, towards those. I mean, I don't think again. I don't, but I think probably the money probably went more towards O's, which I heard mixed things about. Um, but yeah, so the plot is that they seem to and Guy is super into this, and the kid from um who got the Shin Kendra key is part of this also. Um, Marvelous looks, all tattered and whatever. It's eventually tattered, and he has an eye patch. But it's eventually revealed to be just a sty, which is funny. And like a post credit scene where they're all eating curry because Sentai. Um, I think it might have been a sort of reference to the shawarma thing from Avengers, but I mean Sentai is synonymous with curry ever since its onset, so it makes I guess perfect sense that they would have a scene where for the big 40th movie, 45th year movie to just have a scene with them eating curry. The fight scenes are fun. Uh, No mech. Uh, Again, I think it was a cost saving measure because actors, COVID, and O's. But we do get a super red form or battleizer. I'm just gonna call them battleizers because battleizers came first. So if anyone's anal about calling them mechs because since I did it first, I'm gonna call them battleizers because battleizers came first. Um, this is pretty cool. I love figure arts for that I would pay out the ass for. Um, um, do I ever think we're gonna see the Gokaigers again after this? Probably not. So yeah, whatever. The battleizer comes from it's apparently the ultimate power of or grand power or whatever. What depending on your translation of of the galleon itself, the galleon's soul, and like it works compartmentally with the rest of the Rangers. Like Luca has her foot because the Zord's like on a foot and her Zord is a foot and or Don has like an arm cannon because his Zord is an arm thing and then it goes on but yeah there's that um it's we get do get one veteran Sentai. Oh yeah, the evil bad guys, obviously jumping back and forth. The evil bad guys eventually, it's revealed that the bad guys are using the keys to raise an army, and we get to see a fight between some Sentai and some Rangers, and that's pretty neat. Uh, we do get a little bit of Cure Major in here, like like uh like uh it's a plot point that they take some place from the world that the Hero Majors are from, and I haven't seen the show, so I need to watch it. I heard it's actually good, but it, maybe I'll probably um whatever. And it's to reveal like, oh, the bad guys are the bad guys, and again, this is a oversimplification of the plot, but it's just giving you what I think. And it's like, oh my gosh, Guy was how could it eventually revolved, a fight between Guy and Marvelous, and it was like it's actually a really good fight. It's a fight that we haven't seen, which is weird because usually sixth and reds tend to fight a lot. Um, like if not like physically, just like some sort of like squabble. Um, and we didn't see that in Gokaiger because it wouldn't have worked for Guy's character, but we saw it here and Marvelous is kind of brutal. uh, um, you know, uh, yeah, there's the plot point where like he enters like the Sentai battle royale thing to get keys, uh, get their keys. Oh yeah, for some reason the guy the guys know that like, oh, this is really like the evil aliens, um because like something that they said, and like they put two and two together for some reason, um which I didn't get. Maybe I did. Maybe like I skipped a line of dialogue. I was like looking at somewhere else when they said like, oh, like because of this thing that they, I mean, well, I know because they said because of this thing that they said, but like like maybe I just didn't read it correctly or something. I happened to be doing something else. I happened to be doing something else at the time, but I was able to actually watch the full movie. Um, but so it could have been like that scene I kind of like blanked out on. But yeah, so whatever they figure it out, and there's like whole shenanigans ensue. There's a kind of so like by the big climax where they get Ranger keys. Uh, The you know fuck what's I'm and Marvelous, do like the thing, do like just do just drop that again. Just do the like a bunch of Ranger key transformations, but only red. Um, which yeah, that's cool. One thing that kind of weirds me out is the is like where do they get the Q Ranger stuff from? Because that's from another dimension, but it could be going off of Zenkaiger logic there. Um, also, whatever. That's like, I mean, I need to figure that. I don't know. Um, don't question Sentai continuity. It doesn't make sense to begin with. But they have like a kind of a Lupin Ranger versus Pato Ranger, like sort of extended tribute to that, and like Marvelous says, like I'm prepared to use force or something to that effect, or like I'm gonna use force, and I'm says adieu, like at the which works with her character. Um, actually, like I could actually see her doing that like on an average day, but like I appreciated that. Um, and I don't know so yeah, but like about back to the I guess the big finale. The battleizer comes on to Marvelous, and he does the like he's essentially like wearing Gokaiger, um and really kind of reminds me of uh super dino dino super the dino supercharge mode or whatever it was called. I don't remember what it was called in Q Ranger, not Q Ranger, Q Ranger, but um, the battleizer in that show where it's essentially just the Megazord, which is cool. um, but yeah, so again, need figure art for that, but no money. So, um, but yeah, I it's like a weird like commentary on commercialism. Like like using your heroes for profits for profit. Which is weird hearing from a Sentai show, especially a 10th anniversary one that's just trying to milk off the nostalgia. It's a good movie, don't get me wrong. But like it's weird hearing that like, oh, is it right to like, use your legends and like profit off them and like that's kind of what you're doing. um but yeah, for seeing the cast together again, um, you know, oh yeah, like there was this thing where like Luca, like this fun little thing where like Luca seemingly betrays um Marvelous and like sells him out, but like no, it was all part of the plan. Um, and like also there's this thing where also like a thing where like Luca and Don wear each other's keys, which is like a neat little reference to that episode where they swap bodies. Um, uh, I enjoyed it. I think it was a fun movie. I don't think we're ever gonna see the Gokaigers again, just because money. Um, maybe I don't know. Maybe like I don't really know what these actors are doing. But I know a lot of late Heisei um, writer actors, are kind of in movies like big ones. So there's that. But I don't know. I mean, uh, I guess it's a fun movie. again, a little bit cheap, um, which is like fine. But like as long as the story is good, I don't really mind. I mean, I didn't really pay for the thing, so um, say about that what you will. Um, but yeah, the weird thing, the only weird thing about this movie uh, is that there's no Zenkaiger like tie-in except for like Hero Getter, which is fine, especially considering Zenkaiger doing its own thing. It did its own thing and like kind of explicitly made it. But, like I would have kind of liked to see like um I forgot what Zenkai Gold's name is. Like the I kind of like to see that him in this movie because it kind of feels like, or like just some Zenkaiger like thing. Um, I don't know if it would make sense. It probably wouldn't, but it seems weird that you're doing this big 40th thing and you're not having. I don't know. That's just like my thing. Like, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Zenkaiger. I only seen a couple episodes so far. I'm gonna. I guess I want to watch more, but see where it goes. But it's like again, okay, yeah, I get COVID is a thing and money is a thing and this and that and whatever and if we're gonna do it, we're gonna probably stick to whatever and like this isn't like like a big crossover event and but like that's kind of my only gripe. I give this movie an Eli out of 10. It very much uh is lackluster, but it's the best kind of lackluster.